Hello, everyone, and welcome to my free webinar, The Secret to Shedding Weight Without Dieting. I'm Natasha, and I started dieting when I was about 8 years old. And it took me a long, long time to realize that dieting doesn't work. And it was not only a long time, but it was a lot of pain and discouragement. I deprived myself from a lot of things that I really liked in the hopes that I would shed the weight. I've had clients that have tried all sorts of different things, from dieting to starving themselves to taking medication to considering surgery or actually doing the surgery, to being vegetarian, to being carnivore, to going on keto, to doing paleo, to having cabbage soup every day, the beetroot only diet, metabolism B diet, so many different things, so many different ways. And the thing that all of these methods have in common is that sometimes you see results, but more often than not, the moment you stop doing them, all the weight comes back. And while you're doing them, you are not happy. You are probably not healthy if you're not eating enough of the nutrients that your body needs. And if you're dragging yourself to the gym when you're already overweight and you're not feeding yourself right, then you're adding more stress to your body, and it doesn't feel safe to let go of the weight, and it doesn't feel joyful. And more often than not, we will see that the weight stays on because the body doesn't feel safe. And what I keep trying to explain to people is it is a joint effort between the body and the mind. We need to make sure the body is getting what it needs, and we need to make sure that the mind feels safe and on board with what you're doing. Like, you will never be able to hate yourself slim. It doesn't work like that. The only way to shed the weight in a natural, fun, and comfortable way is to love yourself and give yourself the very best. And I started dieting when I was 8. I don't even know why I was dieting, but somehow I always thought that thinner was better, slimmer was better. And even before my wedding, I would go to the gym every day, and I would stop myself from eating all of the things that I wanted to eat. And I was hoping to shed weight. And instead of shed weight, I was miserable, absolutely miserable. I was hungry. I was exhausted, and I was really very, very unhappy, and the weight didn't go away. It stayed, and it was really stubborn, and I was thinking, there's something wrong with me. Why is this not working? And it just made me more and more stressed out, and then it would cause me breakouts because there was an imbalance, and it was not very good. And so what I want to go in today, because most of us know that if we don't eat sugar, we will shed the weight. If we maybe don't eat late at night, we will shed the weight. If we are careful with our portions, more likely than not, we will shed the weight. But a lot of times we don't do that. And the reason why we don't do that could be a number of different things. One could be that because we're governed by our mind. So if we consciously know that doing these things are going to give us what we want, the body that we want, then either there's a block in our mind blocking us from doing what is right. Maybe we are not used to this kind of food. We don't like this kind of food. This kind of food does not inspire us. It feels like we're being deprived of something that we really, really like. It's more of a punishment. The mind is going to be thinking all of these different things in our subconscious mind, right? Or maybe there's something even deeper where it's not safe to have that body. It's not safe to look like that. This is not available for me. This is too good for me. It's not available. There's a lot of things that might be going on in your subconscious mind. It might not have anything to do with the subconscious mind. It might be your gut microbiome has hacked you, and the microbes in your gut have decided what they want to eat, and the more you eat food that is not really, really good for you, the more you grow the gut microbes that like this food, and the more these microbes hack into your system and demand that you give them this food. And you will notice this sometimes if you stop eating something for a while, you no longer crave it. And that's because it wasn't you so much who was craving it, it was more the gut microbiome or the microbes in the gut demanding the food that they liked and you going along with it. So these gut microbes get us to do all sorts of different things. They affect our mood, they affect our cravings, they affect many things inside of us. And that's why it's important to pay attention to what we're putting in our body, what we are getting more of. Now, the gut microbiome part, you can look it up, you can learn how to do it, or you can join my complete body transformation course where I do go into the gut microbiome and how to make it happy and healthy and have it work for you as opposed to work against you. And I'm going to give you more information on the complete body transformation course at the end of this video. But another thing I wanted to touch on, so we talked about the gut microbiome, we talked about the limiting beliefs that might be stopping you from doing what you know you need to do in order to get the body that you want to get. But there are other things that play into this as well. And it's the pictures that we associate with the food. So if you are not associating treats with vegetables, like when you say, oh, I did this, I deserve a treat, and you have somehow associated a treat as a chocolate cake as opposed to a treat as a healthy salad, then you're always going to feel like you're being cheated when you get the healthy salad and you're being rewarded when you get the chocolate cake, even though the likelihood is once you eat the chocolate cake, you're going to feel awful. You're going to have this crash, this sugar crash, while when you eat the salad, you're going to have continuous energy coming out in spurts. But you have somehow connected treat to the chocolate cake and not treat to the salad. And we do this with a lot of different things. So, for instance, we're all very excited about ladybugs. If you get a ladybug on your shoulder or on your hand or whatever, it's lovely. It's a ladybug. If you get a butterfly stand near you, that's wonderful. It's a beautiful, beautiful insect. If you get a cockroach come near you, you're freaking out, even though cockroaches are very, very clean. But you have somehow tied that cockroaches are disgusting and ladybugs and butterflies are nice. You have created pictures in your mind that tell you this is good, this is not good. And you want to change the way you look at food. Like it can all be reprogrammed. And this is another thing that we do in the complete body transformation course. We actually go in step by step and we start reprogramming the way you look and feel about food because you are never going to lose weight if you go into a place and you feel like you're being cheated out of a good time. Like you're eating the salad because you want to shed weight, even though you don't like salad, but no, you're not having the pizza, even though that's what you're craving. Your body is not going to release weight then. They work together, the mind and the body, and they like to get you what you actually want. So your mind has to want the good things. And the way that it wants the good things is by changing the pictures that we associate with the different foods. You want to look at it as you want to nourish your body as opposed to, I'm not going to give it this because it's going to make it fat. It has to be a change from I'm not giving you this to this is the best thing that I can give you. So you're changing the way you look at food. And then that will change the way that your body deals with that food that you've given it. You want to be like the vegan or the vegetarian that goes into the buffet and just is not interested by any of the meat dishes. It doesn't feel like they're being not allowed to have this meat. Oh, poor me, poor me, poor me. They go in being like, this is my choice. This is what I want. I'm giving myself this because this is what is good for me. and they end up having a wonderful meal, feeling really, really happy, and never once feeling like they're hard done to or that like something that they wanted was taken away from them. So you want to change the way you feel about yourself so that you now look at the world as how can I give myself the best? Again, shedding the weight comes from loving you. Loving you comes when you love yourself, you give yourself the best. It can't be, I'm not going to give you this because I'm trying to bully you or push you into giving me this result that I want. It doesn't work like that. It has to be a very gentle, sweet, kind way of dealing with yourself from a place of knowledge as well. Like you've got to know your stuff. You can't be doing like I was doing when I was doing the diets. I really didn't know much, but one of the diets called for a slice of toast with marmalade every morning. And if you know food, you know that the moment you eat toast with marmalade in the morning, you're going to spike your glucose levels and it's going to make you want food for the rest of the day. And you'll either stick to the diet and stop yourself from eating anything and you're going to be hungry all day and miserable all day, or it's going to be very hard to stick to the diet and you're going to be eating quite a lot more than if you had eaten something else in the morning, something that doesn't spike your blood sugar. Let's say you had eggs and cheese, maybe something that was going to give you the nourishment that you needed, but not spike your blood sugar straight away. And that's not to say that you can't have sweet things. You just have to understand how your body works in order to give yourself the sweet thing at a time where it's not going to spike your blood sugar, not going to mess you up. And this was another thing that I thought. I used to think that okay, I'm not going to eat anything all day so that I can save up my calories and get myself a sweet, not knowing that that was actually going to harm me more than if I'd eaten a proper meal and then had the sweet. So not only was I not getting the nourishment, I was then filling my body full of empty calories that were not beneficial, that did nothing for my body and made me feel awful as well. So it's got to be a mixture of knowledge plus loving yourself and plus deciding to do the very, very best you can possibly do for you. Diets don't work. Not giving yourself what you want does not work. Pushing yourself at the gym when you're overweight is not going to work. It's going to make the journey to getting the body that you dream of very uncomfortable and not very nice. And we don't want that. We want it to be a fun, joyful, enjoyable journey that doesn't feel like you're dieting, but rather feels like, oh, it's Tuesday. Like we're going to have a wonderful day today. We're going to do some wonderful things. So that is what I wanted to let you know. And if you'd like more information, you'd like more guidance, I can do more for you in the complete body transformation course because it's a step-by-step program where we change the way you look at food, we change the way you feel about yourself, and we make it easy for you to make the choices that are going to allow your body to release the weight that you no longer want, the weight that is no longer serving you. And we do it from a place of love and a place of understanding and a place of power, because that's it. You are in a powerful place. You're taking good care of you, you're nourishing you, you're giving yourself the best. I hope this was beneficial to you. I hope it helped you understand what to do in order for you to shed weight, and that is to love you and to give yourself the best, and to understand that the food that you think of as treats are not actually doing anything good for you. But there's a lot of wonderful food out there that tastes amazing and will nourish your body while giving you the sweet fixes that you want. So you will never, ever, ever go without. And if you do want those sweet treats the way that they are, There are ways for you to eat them, sequences in which you eat them, so that they don't spike your blood sugar, so that you still feel good and still shed the weight. So if you want more information and more guidance, please join the Complete Body Transformation course. And I'm going to leave a link with a special offer that you can access right after this video. And remember, you are enough, you are fantastic, you are amazing, and you do deserve to have the body of your dreams, to have it function perfectly, to have it look the way you want it to look, and have it feel the way you want it to feel. Please join the Complete Body Transformation course. I would love to have you there. It is pre-recorded videos. We go through it in 4 weeks. It's my ABCDE method, and it is extremely transformational and fun, easy, and simple to follow. So I hope to see you there.